I am pleased to welcome you to the best wine and spirit. If you're looking for something to accompany a fine meal...
Thank you, but I'm not here for... I was told a merchant had been found dead.
Really? Oh, I didn't know.
Come on, don't take me for a fool.
I don't? Really? I don't. So, what's...
I'm conducting an investigation. Some merchants are being extorted by members of the Guard.
Are you sure? It's probably just a nasty rumor.
Come now. I'm the legate of the congregation. If guards threaten you, I could arrange protection for you.
Threats? No. I assure you.
You're obviously terrified. Don't you think it's better to tell me everything?
Listen, I've no desire to...
But if you don't help me, you...
I told you! I don't know what you...
Are your boots worn through? Welcome! Have you seen any...
I'm conducting an investigation. Apparently, some merchants are being extorted by some members of the Guard.
Really? That's terrible, Your Excellency.
As legate, it is my duty to ensure the safety and well-being of the citizens of our town. So please, if you have any information...
I don't know anything. Really? I have only been here for a few months. My partner, who ran the shop before me, had a very bad encounter.
And you fear the same thing happening to you?
This is what happens around here. So I prefer to hold my tongue and do what is expected of me.
If you denounce them, we could end this and charge these men for their crime.
I can't take that risk. There are so many of them. Also, I would not be able to name them. Now, I would like to get back to my work. What we need is the money to return. Do you understand?
I have a plan to stop the culprits, but I'm going to need your help. The next time one of these guards comes to squeeze money out of you, you must ask for more time. The man will threaten you, of course, and he will certainly bring his accomplices. But when they come back in full force to make you pay for your audacity, we will be there to act.
And if your plan fails, I'll end up like...
Are you not tired of giving, and do you not want to avenge?
Poor Renault. He didn't deserve it. Perhaps you're right, and we need to act. I will do what you ask of me. But for God's sake, when...
Fear not. We will not let them harm you.
It's hard to predict. Given their habits, I would say...
Perfect. I will not...
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent. Tier for the alcohol.
Atuai, sien sradi dau quint. Da dagudach me in.
Attention, soldier!
Let me pass. I must see the chief of your village. Whatever could be so funny?
Now who would you be to seek an audience with the governor?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid. My mother is Amal, the chief of our clan. I am here as an emissary of my people, and I must see your chief, your governor.
So you are a princess, then?
A what?
Let her pass! Your Majesty, I shall present you to the governor. Come.
Princess, Majesty, you are most confusing. But thank you for your help.
There you are, dear cousin. What is this? Who is this amazing person in your company?
I am Siora, daughter of Bladnid, daughter of Meb. My mother is the Mal, the chief of our clan.
I am honored to make your acquaintance, Siora. This is incredible. You look so much alike you could be related. If you would allow me, Princess, I would like to confer a mission to my cousin. You need to visit the governors of the bridge and Teleme to give them my formal regards, that sort of thing, but also to discover what they've managed to learn. They've been here much longer than we have. Perhaps they've made some inroads to finding a cure for the Malachor.
Forgive me, Mal, but I have a request for you. My people needs your help.
I thought we might discuss matters together at leisure, but please, speak your piece.
The Lions, the Bridge Alliance and my people are at war. My mother has sent me to you in search of allies. I fear that without your help, our clan will suffer great horrors. We have already lost so many souls.
This seems a sensible request. You know, though, we cannot go to war with our neighbors.
Perhaps there's a way to negotiate a ceasefire. The time to see things more clearly.
Excellent idea. I would be completely lost without you. Go and parley with, the Queen, dear cousin. Try and put an end to confrontations for the time being.
I will come with you. It will take more than one person to convince my mother to lay down our weapons.
Perfect. Take Kurt along with you and anyone you feel useful. I've been told that the roads are not safe. Safe travels, dear cousin. And watch out for yourself. I wouldn't want anything bad to happen to you.
Desade, you have a moment. Thank you for coming. I know that you're very busy, but I need your help.
I'm listening, sir.
This island is vast, and we only know a tiny part of it. As you know, your uncle has asked me to draw maps to facilitate the merchants' travels. Alas, I'm slightly too old to be roaming the paths, setting up camps here and there. So I'd appreciate it if, as you travel, you mark the places you deem to be safe on your map.
Very well. I will take care of it, Professor.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. One more thing. Do you remember that gigantic creature that you defeated in Serene? Bringing a specimen to the city was obviously not a good idea. An accident was inevitable. But according to my sources, there are others of them on this island, and your uncle wishes to know more about them. I know that a scholar of the Alliance, Professor SHAREfactory, has also taken an interest in these creatures. I tried to contact him, but apparently he disappeared during an expedition to study them. Naturally, I cannot ask you to rummage through the entire island looking for him, but if you can find any trace of him, his studies on these giant creatures could be immensely useful.
Very well. If I find anything out, I'll let you know.
The road to knowledge is long and difficult, but this is the price of wisdom, Desade.
Onol Manawi, do you need something?
The first time you saw me, did you really think I was a native?
Aside from the way you dress, you resemble a native. I have never seen an Onol Manawi amongst the Renaigse before. Is it so surprising that I made this mistake?
No, I understand. And I hope that this singular appearance makes me more attractive to you.
Perhaps if your difference wasn't merely physical, but your heart is evidently the heart of a Renaigse. Anything else?
I've never heard you talk about your father. Who was he?
He was the Donegad of our clan. He died many cycles ago, but this memory is still painful. So we usually avoid the subject.
What happened to him?
He was killed as he tried to escape the lions who wanted to capture him. My mother never really recovered from it. This is one of the reasons why she decided to go to war. Anything else?
I must leave you. See you later.
Greenblood, there's something I would like to talk to you about.
I'm listening.
I recruited a young man for the Guard a few months ago. Talented. Very talented. And honorable. I've been tracking his progress, and I learned that he's been sent to the barracks in New Serene. I would like you to meet him so that you can give me your opinion.
My opinion? On what?
Ever since our departure from Serene, I've spent nearly every second at your side. But I have clear standing orders to assure the protection of Constantine. And I don't know his guards. Not well, in any case.
I see. You've been thinking this recruit might be a suitable personal guard?
Precisely. And your opinion has weight. So then, would you like to accompany me to meet him?
But of course. Let's go.
Raina must be with the other recruits in the barracks.
I had thought you a lone wolf with only our good friend in your pack. But I was mistaken.
I am full of surprises, pretty she-wolf.
Desarde, I have a favor to ask.
Very well. I'm listening.
Do you remember the story of Jonah?
Of course.
Well, I'm like him. A donation to the sea. My family also gave me to the Nords. I don't know anything about my real family, except that they are probably affluent and from the congregation. When I was born, the Nords and the merchant princes had a complex relationship. I must have been used to settle a debt or forge a truce, but that doesn't matter. The mystery of my origins has now become an obsession. I need to know where I come from. If I were patient enough, I'd wait to become a fleet commander, and then I would be told. But since being laid off, such a promotion seems somewhat improbable.
And you want me to help you find this information?
You understand correctly. The records of all seamen stationed on the island are in their respective ports. Mine must be in the harbor office in New Serene, and it must contain my family name. But if I go there, I'd be spotted right away. However, I get the impression that this may not be the right time for you. We'll talk about it again when you're less busy. Did you want anything else?
You seem to be mad at me for some reason. Do you still resent the fact...
No, it has nothing to do with that. Nobility makes me uncomfortable.
I can't blame you. Most nobles are tiresome. I hope that I've managed to change this poor first...
You have? I was wrong about you. You are different. I hope you can forgive my manners. It was foolish of me. Did you want anything else?
How did you become a Nord?
As you may have guessed, I am Sieg. I was given to the Nords when I was a little child. I think I was originally from the congregation. I took my first steps on the deck of a ship. Did you want anything else?
I must leave you. I need a bit of practice.
Atuoi! Can you help me? Bertir Tumad on Olmenawi. Why are you dressed like this?
Hello. I'm not one of your people. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
A legate? Is that someone important?
Indeed. I'm in charge of diplomatic relationships with other nations.
So you'll be able to help me. My chief sent me to trade, but there are these bod irony who do not want...
These what?
Bod irony. The iron every time I come. They take my item, please. I don't understand.
Very well. Stay here. I'll try to clear this up.
Adlo radar on Olmenawi.
Good day, soldiers.
Your Excellency,
Captain,
Soldiers,
may we be of service?
Rank and assignment, soldiers.
Recruit, first class, Blue Silver Regiment, 8th Company, Your Excellency.
the Blue Silver Regiment is made up of men attributed to serve the Congregation of Merchants. I'm one of them, and the 8th Company was sent to Tier for D, with 2 other companies.
anything else, Excellency?
What is your charge?
Maintain order in the city, Excellency. Anything else, Excellency?
I'm looking for the soldier, Rayner. Is he in the barracks?
I never heard that name before, Captain.
Never heard the name, Captain.
That's strange. I'm certain he was sent here.
Maybe he's been moved since then. When was the last time you'd heard news of him?
In Serene, just before our departure. But that's been a couple of months.
If I may, Captain, should I have a word with the quartermaster?
That's right, Captain. He has a register with the affectations of every recruit in the Blue Silver Regiment. Anything else, Excellency?
That will be all.
At ease, soldiers.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
I've been looking for one of my recruits. Goes by the name of Rayner. I would like for His Excellency to meet him.
Rayner? I'm sorry, Kurt. I thought you'd been informed.
Informed about what?
He is dead. He was found, drowned in the port harbour day before yesterday. I was told he had too much to drink and fell in. I'm extremely sorry, Kurt. The young men drink more than they can handle when they're on leave.
That's bollocks. That lad isn't the sort to sully himself with drink. I don't believe it.
People change. When they're far from home, the lads have little else to do.
I still don't believe it.
Listen, you might as well go and ask the doctor down in the morgue. I might have misunderstood what was reported to me. Those doctors use such long words for simple things.
Excellent idea. At least now you'll see it for yourself.
You're right. Let's go.
Was there anything else?
I met an islander in the streets who was complaining to me about the guard's behavior.
Really?
It would seem that patrols have confiscated the goods he was hoping to sell several times.
Oh, I see. Indeed, I've been told about this man. The problem, Your Excellency, is that our orders are strict. Merchants who do not have a patent ratified by the Minister can... And since your islander doesn't have one, I doubt he even knows what... My men have no choice but to confiscate...
I see. Thanks for clarifying that. I'll talk...
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
Well now, a visit. Can I help you with something?
Whatever is a doctor of the Bridge Alliance doing in the barracks of the New Serene Coin Guard?
I was posted here from the University of Al-Sad, as per their agreement with the Guard.
Agreement? What sort of agreement?
The Guard requested dedicated doctors for the care of their troops. The University accepted under 2 conditions: that the doctors practice only in the territories of the Bridge or her allies, and that we have the privilege of examining all of their corpses, in the interest of anatomical study. These requests were made official thanks to the Agreement Charter. Anything else?
We are here concerning the matter of Recruit Rayner.
Are you family or friends?
You could say that. I'm the one who recruited the lad.
I see. Well, what I can do is tell you what I can.
How then did he die, in your opinion?
He drowned. I'm sorry. It's regrettable. He was quite a young man.
Yeah, and his death makes no sense. He didn't drink, and he knew how to swim.
All the same, that's what happened. I greatly regret it.
Can you tell me anything about the circumstances?
All I know is what I was told by the fellows who brought the body to me. They said they'd spent the evening together at the tavern, that they'd had a great deal to drink. A horrid habit the soldiers all seemed to share.
Rayner was not a drinker.
Maybe not. All the same, he was drinking that night. He stepped outside for a moment and never came back in. His companions found him drowned in the bay early morn, and they brought him to me.
When was the body brought to you?
Day before yesterday, in the early morning.
Might we take a look at the body?
No, I wouldn't recommend that. To see your friend in such a state.
I'm a soldier, Doc. I've seen a number of men in pieces. Let me see the young lad.
I regret, Captain. I cannot allow that.
I have as of yet to present myself. I'm Sir Desardet, legate of the Congregation of Merchants on Tier And as the title infers, I have the power to inspect this barracks and all that it contains. Therefore, I must insist.
I see. 1,000 pardons, Excellency. I should have recognized you and shown more respect. It's the body in the middle. Examine him if you must, but please be so kind as to not leave a mess after you.
This doesn't look like the body of young Rayner. This doesn't look like the body of young Rayner. Minister.
Your Excellency, it is always an honor. How may I serve you?
I would like to talk to you about an islander who's trying to set up shop in our city. Since he doesn't have a patent, his wares get confiscated as soon as he receives them.
And you want me to provide him with the said patent? I would be delighted to show you the procedure to follow so that we may study his request. You'll understand that we cannot give an authorization without having determined the value of the goods beforehand. We must determine the tax rate according to this value, determine the best emplacement for this business. In short, these things take time. A lot of time.
I'm certain that my cousin will be delighted to hear that our relations with... And he will probably be very grateful to the minister who helped their first merchant...
Perhaps, Your Excellency, but our governor wouldn't be...
Minister, allow me to insist.
Alas, your insistence will... I heard your request and it will be processed. Would you like anything else?
That'll be all.
Goodbye.
This pencil pusher is as rigid as a halberd. Do you know how to make him change his mind?
Sir de Corsilion knows all the subtleties of courtiers. He'll know how to convince him. Sir de Corsilion.
De Sade, my young student, what can I do for you?
Don't worry. I will take care of indexing the locations.
Glad to hear it. Can your old
I found no traces of Professor SHAREfactory.
That's most regret. Can you...
I would like to enlist your help in making the Minister of Commercial Affairs see reason.
Did our finicky Minister of Paperwork bother you?
He refuses to speed up the procedure to create a patent. The poor man has already had his wares despite the fact that if he were given permission to set up shop in our city...
I'm not surprised. This man really loves to... Let me write you a recommendation letter. He'll see my seal, and I'm certain that he'll become more compliant.
Thank you for your help.
Don't mention it. Always delighted to help you. And to... Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Looking forward to seeing you again. Minister.
Your Excellency, how may I...
I would like to have another discussion with you about...
As I explained...
Sir de Corsilion was kind enough to give me a letter addressed...
A letter of I see. But I hope all merchants will not make use of the set. Here's the patent that will allow your protege to leave. You should give him this copy, the other one. However, one of my representatives will visit his stall.
Thanks a lot, Minister.
Would you like anything else?
That'll be all.
Goodbye.
You came back.
What is it? I was just bringing you the...
The Bud Irony came back, and they took... He came to bring us animal pelts, but the warriors came back. I don't know what they will do.
I don't see why they would have arrested your cousin.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
I've come to see you again to talk about the island. I managed to obtain a license for him, but he informed me that while I was taking care of them...
I'm sorry, Your Excellency. Especially... I'm afraid my men ran out of patience. They wanted to confiscate his cargo, but he was thrown in jail. If you want to set him free, that's where you must go. I should have known you'd managed to obtain the necessary license.
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
Hello, what can I do?
I'm looking for a prisoner. A native who should have been brought here...
You're a bit late. He was sent to fight in the arena.
In the arena? So this man was judged?
Whoa there! Do you really attack some guards? He's at least in the arena. He has a...
This man was only defending the goods he was bringing, and now he has to fight for his life.
I have no hand in this. I'm not the one who made this.
What did you do with the goods?
They got confiscated. Anything else?
I must leave you. This one is just a boy. His face is still locked in an expression of pain. Kurt, is this your recruit?
Yes, that's my Rainer. Poor kid. I should have left him with his family where he was.
If you want to learn more, we'll need to examine the body. Is that all right?
He's not the first young man I've seen with the lights gone from his eyes. Go on.
I'm no doctor, but this boy doesn't seem to have drowned at all. It looks like he's been beaten. It's suspicious.
The boy I knew would never have drunk himself senseless to the point he'd fall into the bay.
I believe you, Kurt. But if we want to prove it, we'll need to... Excuse me, Doctor, but you owe us a few explanations. This boy did not die by drowning.
It is absolutely the cause of death, I assure you. The science of death is a complex art, and you are certainly not a doctor.
That is true, but you are. Do you recognize your own notes? Your writing is hard to read, but the word drowning never appears.
What an idiot. I should have burned those notes. I am truly sorry. I swear I have never, ever falsified a report before. But I was given no choice in the matter.
How's that? What are you talking about?
Two men, lieutenants, I believe, brought a body to me telling me the boy had drowned in an accident. I saw immediately this was a lie, but I did not push the matter. I began my examination, planning to submit my report to the quartermaster as per usual. But the men returned. I was told to forget what I'd discovered and say that he had indeed...
Who were they?
I have no idea. I had never seen them before at the barracks. I guessed their rank by their uniforms.
What colours were they sporting?
None. They must have removed the emblems of their regiment. Listen, it's obvious that this boy was beaten repetitively. I have no intention...
Have no fear, Doctor.
And divorce, Tire. That means, may the earth welcome him. I am sorry for you, Kurt.
Thank you, Siora.
Hello, Your Excellency. What can I do for you?
We have a situation, Manfred. The doctor falsified his report.
You have to be pulling me leg.
Lieutenants that he didn't recognize, alas.
Which regiment was Rainer assigned to?
Let me have a look at the register. Stab my heart with a rusty blade. His name's been crossed out. Oh, if I can...
What mess was the boy into, Manfred? What could
Your lad was in the 6th or maybe the 11th.
Just like that? You out of everyone have...
Not of late. This isn't the first lad who's been reassigned. Each time I start complaining about it, I'm told they've changed regiments. And it's not my concern.
Something truly bizarre is going on here. I don't like this.
Let's try and discover which company he was stationed at before this
Is there anything else?
No, thank you.
I need to get to the bottom of this mystery, Greenblood. I don't like being taken for a fool. Even if the lieutenants weren't stationed at these barracks, someone here must know where Raynor was assigned.
We should also go and check the tavern. Men on leave will perhaps have looser lips than those within the walls. Good day, Lieutenant.
Excellency, what's your pleasure?
What company do you serve?
The 6th, Excellency. Anything else?
To where are you assigned?
The 6th Company is in charge of exploration and expansion of the colony of the Congregation of Merchants on the island. We operate mainly in the wilderness areas, in direct contact with the natives. But don't worry, we respect to the letter Congregation directives and standing orders. We avoid all confrontation with them as much as possible. Anything else?
We're investigating the death of Raynor, a young recruit. Do you know anything about it?
Sorry, Your Excellency. That name doesn't ring a bell. And I know nothing about her death.
That's truly a pity. Lieutenant.
Excellency, can I help you?
What company do you serve, Lieutenant?
The 8th Company, Excellency. Excellency.
Where are you assigned?
My company, the 8th Company, is responsible for city and palace security. A capital assignment. As for myself, I'm essentially in charge of training and managing the recruits. We have quite a few here. The youngsters are attracted to the dream of Tearfredy. And believe me, if we want them to live up to their duties, there's no time to dally. Excellency.
We are investigating the death of a young recruit named Raynor. Do you know anything about the matter?
No, sorry, Your Excellency. That name is completely foreign to me. And I pride myself on knowing the names of all my recruits. As a matter of fact, they were all present at roll call.
Lieutenant, the lad that we're talking about was one of my own recruits. Someone pretended that he drowned himself, while in truth he'd been severely beaten to death. Assassinated. You more than anyone should understand what I'm feeling, so if you have anything else to say...
My condolences, Captain. I understand, and I'm sorry. I don't really know much about this affair. I've just heard people talking, and I know that it's frowned upon to broach the subject, especially with people on the outside.
What happens in the Guard concerns only the Guard, I know that. But I'm not sure myself.
Is that right? All I can tell you is that Raynor isn't the first to vanish from his company. Other youths, the most promising among us, are regularly reassigned. I don't know where they've gone, nor what they do. But we never see them again. That's all I can tell you. Now leave me in peace.